Wow. Delicious.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Chef Chris. It's a beautiful night here tonight in Hollywood. A perfect night for me to show you how to make my delicious homemade gourmet cake from scratch. Afraid? Don't be. I'm going to show you how to do it step by step, and to top it off, we're going to bake it in the New Wave oven by Hearthware. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to have to do is decide, what color cake do you want? Sounds like an easy decision, right? Actually not so easy, requires some thought. For example, I happen to like black cake and black icing. However, the black cake and black icing always tend to be running late. Tastes good, but always late. Now, the white cake, a lot more bland, but always on time. Let's review. Black cake, tastes great, always late. White cake, a lot more bland, but always on time. I only have a limited amount of time tonight, so for tonight, I'm going with the white cake. Now that you've decided what color cake you want, it's time to make sure you have the right tools, equipment, and ingredients. First, you need to make sure you have some eggs. Second, a nonstick baking pan, some flour, a measuring cup, and some vegetable oil. Now, I recommend Pure Wesson 100% vegetable oil. It has no cholesterol, it has omega-3 vitamins, and 0 grams trans fat. Pure Wesson 100% vegetable oil. Finally, to mix this all together, I recommend the Master Mechanics drill with the Bake Me a Cake as Fast as You Can attachment. The drill has 2,500 RPMs, goes forward and reverse, and is variable speed. Guaranteed to help you bake your cake without making a big mess. You're going to need a big bowl to mix this all in. Any bowl will do. There. Now that we have our bowl, we can start mixing our ingredients together. First, we're going to add the mix. Now, for some reason, ours has already been open, but this can happen from time to time when you shop at the sale and return rack at Food for Less. That's kind of gross. But other than that, it looks okay. So we're going to go ahead and add the mix. We're going to add 1 1/3 cups of water. And we're going to add 3 eggs. I happen to have 3 eggs already cracked here from earlier today. So I'm going to add those in. And now we're going to use our Master Mechanic drill to mix all this together. There, that looks good. And we want to oil our cake pan. So we're going to add a little bit of oil and just a touch of flour and kind of spread it all around. Oh no, I think I did that wrong. You're supposed to add some oil, wipe it around, and then add the flour. And then kind of do this number, like this. So you get a nice coating on it so that when it comes out of the oven, it's already not sticking. So you don't want to fill the pan up too much because when it bakes, it's going to rise, and you don't want it to rise too high over the pan if you've got a shallow pan like I do. I think this is my favorite part of the show. You know why? Because we get to bake our cake in the New Wave oven by Hearthware. Did you know that the New Wave oven uses 85% less electricity and cooks in half the time than a conventional oven? And guess what? The food comes out tasting great. Let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to bake our cake for about 20 minutes. And I'll check back with you shortly. You hear that? Our timer just went off. Wow, this cake smells deliciously bland. The new wave oven by Hearthware strikes again. Let's go ahead and take it out of the pan so we can go ahead and decorate it. The first thing you're going to want to do is have 2 plates. We're going to take 1 plate, set it upside down, and flip our cake upside down so we can take the cake out of the pan. And if you remember, we put a lot of flour down so that the cake would come out easily. It's not quite what I expected, actually. Wow, this cake looks amazing. Now it's time to do one of the most fun things to do when baking a cake, and that is decorating it. You know, a lot of my fans write into me and they say, you know what, Chef Chris, decorating a cake is so intimidating. I'm always afraid I'll mess up. Look, you'll never be as good as a gourmet chef such as myself, but have fun with it. Look, it's going to taste the same going in, it's going to look the same going out. So just have fun with it. So let's get started. I've got my white icing from scratch, and we are just going to start slathering it on. You know, the good thing about icing is you can use it kind of like wall patch. So when you make a mistake and you mess your wall up, you just kind of spread the wall patch on and cover it up, and no one is ever going to know the difference. Look how beautiful that looks. Yeah, there you go. Get it. That's right. That's what I'm talking about right there. See, like I said, have fun with it. Look how beautiful this is. Now, I know you don't have the skills that I have, but that's okay. Do your best and have fun. Okay, so we finished putting the icing on it, and now we're just going to make it really fancy by adding some red sprinkles to it. Look at that. Beautiful. That is amazing. Now, I am going to taste it right now. I can't wait any longer. Oh, amazing. That's going to do it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time for our next episode of Cooking with Chef Chris. Good night.